Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my lifestyle channel. And I'm going to talk about crystals tonight. I wanted to show you this is black tourmaline inside of quartz. It's called tourmalated quartz. And this is another example of tourmalated quartz. I don't know if you can see the strands of tourmaline running through that. It's very beautiful. And I had bought this ring many years ago and only wore it as a fashion accessory. Little did I know how powerful these crystals are. So I'm going to tell you how I got into crystals. So many years ago, I got a gift. A bag of crystals, a bag of black tourmaline from one of my former students came to visit me because she had picked up these stones down in Cape May, and she wanted to see me and bring them to me as a gift, this in a book. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's so sweet for her to come visit me. I hadn't seen her in over a year, maybe 2 years. And when I saw her, she said, oh, Najia, I remember when you moved into your house that you wanted to move out, that it was so noisy on the street. And your neighbor is really loud. Her voice, my neighbors at the time, they would wake up at 6 in the morning and kind of shout at each other, not angrily, that's just how they sounded, like, I can't even do it, I'll scare everyone, but it was loud and shrill. And all the cars on my street are like, it's a 15-mile-an-hour street, but they like to go 50 and rev it up until they hit every stop sign. And I thought, oh my God, I made a mistake. I didn't realize this street is so upsetting. I need peace. And she remembered that, like how after I moved in, I wanted to move out. And she brought me a bag of stones. And she said, I did a prayer over these stones, and all you need to do is hang them in the window where you can't sleep and where your neighbor is, and it's going to make the sound go down. And I thought, oh, that's so thoughtful of her and so precious. I didn't really believe it would have any effect. I just thought the fact that Chrissy traveled, an hour, after she moved far away, she traveled an hour to see me, to bring me these stones. And that she thought of me, years after she had studied with me. I just thought it was so precious. And I, honored her gift and hung it up in the window. Well, the volume went down. The volume went down considerably. And these plain tourmaline, these are plain tourmaline. Let me show you up a little closer. This is plain tourmaline without the quartz. Well, I gotta tell you, it was uncanny. And I thought, well, it's summer. There's less cars. There's less cars on the street, and maybe there's less kids driving around. Maybe they're all down the shore, down the beach, And so I thought, oh, that's why it's lower. And I thought maybe my neighbor is, maybe she did something. Maybe she shut her window or something. I don't know. That they don't sound as loud. And I just chalked it up to that. I thought, oh, okay, it's a different season. And then September rolls around, and I see the school buses back on the street and everything, all the kids walking back and forth to school, and the volume was still down. Well, so I just thought, well, maybe I'm getting used to it. Maybe I'm just getting used to this street. Well, then I changed my bedroom, the location of it, and because I painted another room and I wanted to be in this bigger bedroom that I used to have on the same floor, just right next to it. And when I went in there, I said, "Oh my God, it's so loud in here. The car noise is so crazy. Oh my gosh!" And this is like, a year later. I mean, I'm not thinking about these stones. I totally forgot about the stones. And then I had to do some cleaning in my old bedroom, which was now my office. And I saw the bag of stones hanging on the side of the windowsill. Like I had them hanging up and on the hook, and I thought, oh, those stones, that's uncanny. Maybe I'll move them over to my bedroom because I promised I would put them where I sleep. And they look pretty there too. They look pretty having them in my bedroom. I like the thought that someone remembered me as their belly dance teacher and brought a thoughtful gift, and it just warmed my heart. So I put them in the new bedroom, and the volume went way down. And then I got chills. I just thought, oh my gosh, what is this? What is going on with these crystals? What is going on? Does she practice magic? It kind of, I've had students who are witches, when you teach dance, it's kind of a different world. A lot of women, and you meet all kinds of people from every culture. And I've had some witches, lovely, lovely women who are Wiccans or pagans, and but it's not something I personally was comfortable with. I do meditate, and I don't do magic. And when I was like a toddler, I had memories from my past existence, and I was told directly not to do magic, and so and also as a meditation, practitioner, spiritual practitioner, it's best to stay away from magic and just work on evolving your inner light and let the magic come to you, like not try to manipulate anything. I'm even careful when I pray because it also feels like a form of magic to me. But I called her and I said, "Hey, Chrissy, I really, really, really appreciate the gift you gave me, but I got to know something because I do practice a special meditation, and I can't have like the use of spells in the house. So I wanted to ask you, what type of prayer you did when you gave me those stones, those beautiful crystals." And she said, "Oh, I don't do magic." She goes, "The crystals, they're powerful. That's just what they do." She goes, "All I did was the Our Father. It's a Christian prayer, and a prayer to Shiva, because my roommate's from India, and she taught me this beautiful prayer to Shiva." And I said, "Oh, what do you mean? You mean the stones do it? What does that mean?" And she goes, "Yeah, crystals are really powerful. you know, and she goes, it's the stones do it. Each stone has a different vibration, and they all, bring different things into alignment, Uh, and she goes, I gave you that also. She also gave me a bag of colored stones as well. And she put some different labels on them so I would know what they were, like, pink quartz. And she goes, yeah, I put those other stones together for you, to heal your heart and make you feel happy and things like that. And I said, that is so thoughtful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I said, I've had a drastic decrease in the volume on my street and from my neighbor next door, whose window was right next to my bedroom, and both bedrooms, in fact. So thank you. Well, I went out and bought a crystal Bible. It's literally called the Crystal Bible. And I bought volume 1 and volume 2 because the black tourmaline was in, I think it's in volume 2. And I also bought more books on crystals. I read up on them. And you know what I found out? The that quartz, okay, so this is quartz, and this amplifies any energy. Like if you add this to the black tourmaline, it amplifies the energy. And this is tourmalinated quartz. So the black tourmaline in this form is amplified. And this is black tourmaline growing in quartz. And the energy of crystals, it's there. It brings order. They're really still alive. They're still forming. They're not exactly inert. They look inert, but they're actually alive and changing form over millions of years. They can change from one crystal into another. They're not dead. And the regular quartz that we see all the time, they put this into electronics to make the electronics more efficient and to last longer. They've been doing that, I know, like at least since the 80s. They put them into watches, right? They use them in the medical industry as well, to help focus energy. So they are our friends. The mineral kingdom. We have the human kingdom, the animal kingdom that helps us and gives us love, like my kitty cat Francesco and Katerina. And we have the plant kingdom that nourish us. We have the mineral kingdom. Of course, we have the spirit kingdom too. So there is a lot here for us on this planet to help us. And one of the other properties of this protective stone, that wards off negativity, including sound. It's not usually used to diminish sound, but luckily my student knew about that. She knew it diminished sound. But it's a very protective stone. And it protects you from electromagnetic frequencies. So I leave some of these right at my computer to help me, protect me. I have, they're nice to wear them, Like if you're on the phone all the time, you could get a bracelet when you're on your cell phone all the time to help ward off the EMFs. Too many positive ions. We'd actually need negative ions to help us feel balanced. And so this is one way. This is one way to self-regulate and to have healing. But one of the really cool things about black tourmaline is it protects you from negative energy. And I mean people. Negative people. It is the strangest thing when you are wearing the black tourmaline, how certain people will change their reaction. They'll change their pattern, or they'll avoid you. They'll just like come up and suddenly avoid you. So I have stories to tell about that in part 2. All right? Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Thank you for, tuning into my channel. And I do different things all the time. My name is Najia, and I'm here to help you tune in to being a living goddess, to aspire to be a living goddess, to tune into all things beautiful, natural, divine, spirit, holistic lifestyle. Please share. Please share on social media. Please hit the like button. Maybe hit the notification so you can know when more videos are coming out. And I will be back for part 2. Thank you.